fellow Patriots. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. 2:42 a.m. in the West Coast time. It is the 21st of January 2025. Over John Zoo on the West Coast. The first day was as what was predicted by the tyrant who got voted in office by the Electoral College, but not by the popular vote in the United States voters. And once more, I blame the voters. I blame the voters for allowing this shit to happen. The popular vote should have been enough, but it wasn't. We had to follow the Electoral College in the numbers. And by those numbers, we got a tyrant. He already violated the Constitution from day one. He said he was going to violate it. And we allowed it to happen. So Congress is also aided and abetted because they allowed this to happen. And we voted him in. They've also allowed for almost a purely conservative court regarding the Superior, Supreme, Federal Districts, Appellate. And again, I blame the voters because they allowed this shit to happen. So now we are on day 2 for the despot to rule. We no longer have, in the spirit or essence of the United States of America, we have United States of Trumpland. He already declared an executive order by pissing off the entire Caribbean nations and also the Organization of American States that they no longer matter. By making an executive order to rename Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America. A way of flipping the bird at the United Nations and NATO and every other organization that we have out there that we're part of. In essence, he's going to separate America, trying to make us great again. No, he's not. This is not making America great. He wants to be a singular dictator, like every other person he made friends with in his first administration. He wants America to be totally reliant on him, as he's going to be consolidating the forces he has, breaking federal laws to put his rule. We had said this for a long while, but you guys didn't do any damn shit. Now you protest after he got inaugurated or before he got inaugurated, but you couldn't do a damn thing about it in the polls when it mattered in November. But you couldn't do anything about it earlier on, prior to that. So now we have the autocracy setting in. A lot of the independents went nuts, kept trying to say things about it. Corporate media was stranglehold, and they still are. They want to make sure that they hold on to their profits, onto the communication, access. Independents are the ones that kept trying to ring the bell, but we didn't listen to it, did we? I guess in a way I was too late. I should have been among those ringing the bell, telling people what was going on. We had the other independents still saying that. I wasn't kowing down to anybody. I was trying to be the outside observation. Problem is, either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. And I became part of the problem by not becoming a solution. In a way, I have to admit fault because I didn't do what it should have been done a long time ago. So, what will the voters do now? What can they do now? If Congress will not listen, if the states are also that complicit, then I guess America has truly fallen. Because we gave up the consent to be governed to a dictator. We gave up our power to a media mogul and the billionaires. So, I guess prepare to be stepped upon on a constant basis. I can put all the finger blaming on everybody else, but for me, I failed as well. And the fingers have to be also pointed at me too. Because I failed to motivate, I had failed to educate, I had failed my country, my countrymen, my past, and the ghosts that still haunt. America has fallen. Or has it? Has it, my fellow patriots?